and now Kim King. Is that what an honor roll here we have.
Oh, my goodness. You are always so gracious, Radio Rick. How are you today?
I am doing fine. How's Kim King?
I'm doing well and looking forward to that wonderful forecast, at least for the first part of the week. Hope everyone enjoys all of these beautiful sunshiny days the Lord's going to give us. I have 2 birthdays to report, please, before I get started.
Sure.
Thank you. Over the weekend, our Washington County Superintendent of Schools, Robin Cochran, enjoyed a birthday, and today, Ashley Nesbitt from Mercer County.
Ashley Nesbitt, okay.
Great. I hope she has a great day, too.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
If your listeners will remember, on Friday, I had a special guest with me, Sarah Smith, a Washington County St. Dominic 8th grader, was serving as my page. Her mom, Jennifer, works in the office area where I work, so we were able to work in a double duty, take your daughter to work, and her serving as page on the house floor. And I instructed them, as I always do when I have pages served, they know how to listen at hometownlive.net on the computer, so we could have some St. Dominic listeners, and the office in Frankfort could be listening as well.
Ooh.
As I mentioned, she is an 8th grader at St. Dominic. Her favorite subject is math. She hopes to be a defense attorney. And upon adjournment of the session, I was so thrilled she was able to help me create my handouts and my documents for the legislative update today that Ms. Jill talked about. My fingers don't work very well still, so she was able to help me with keyboarding and stapling papers together and paper cutting and that kind of thing. So she was a big help. I really, really do appreciate that. And yes, we do gather today at noon at the Mercer County Cooperative Extension Office with those fine groups Ms. Jill mentioned, Extension, Farm Bureau, and the Chamber of Commerce. According to the document I'm looking at, in addition to Senator Buford and Kim King giving a legislative update, we will also hear from Nick Carter, and he is a UK local and state government relations expert. So I look forward to hearing from him as well. I do have my car packed and ready to go on into Frankfort from that meeting. I have a budget review starting at 2 p.m. today. Session will begin at 4, and then upon adjournment starting tomorrow, we will have all of the breakdown from the Legislative Research Commission staff giving us exactly what the governor budget proposal entails. So the in-earnest discussions and comparisons will start tomorrow. And finally, Radio Rick, I've been asked a lot in the last 3 or 4 days about the new abortion clinic that will be opening in Louisville. On January the 3rd of this year, Governor Beshear and Lieutenant Governor Coleman invited Planned Parenthood to apply for a license, and yes, they did approve that license last week. So according to the document I received from their office, they will start providing abortions in Louisville at this new facility next month, March of 2020. So I know I've been keeping a lot of folks up to date on social media, but we've had some listeners here at WHBN that may not be online. So, again, I wanted to let them know how that process is going. I look forward. I think, Lord willing, I do not have a meeting at 8:50 in the morning, so I should be able to call in live with any updates from today. But if not, I appreciate the opportunity to email you a recorded one. Things change pretty quickly sometimes during session, but I should be able to call in live. And we just appreciate you so much and hope you have a super great day, Radio.
Well, thank you. You too, Kim. One real quick question,
Sure.
because this is a very passionate topic. You either love it or hate it. What are you hearing about the gaming situation? Where is that at?
It has been on the orders of the day. That is the document that says this bill has been through the committee process and it is eligible to be considered on the House floor. It's been a couple of weeks. I don't serve on that committee, but it's been a couple of weeks since it was heard in committee. It passed out with no votes. It passed out with all yes votes, and it's had all of its readings. It's been on the orders of the day. The fact that it hasn't been called is just kind of a layman's clue that they may not have the votes to support that. I will be a no vote when it comes onto the House floor, and I have the opportunity to vote for that. Gambling, expanded gambling, is just not what's good for our families. Sometimes milk money, rent money, buying shoes for the kids' money is spent on, trying to hit that next big win, and it just never works out for those folks. So I will be a no vote, but it hadn't been called.
Okay, it's just like, the lottery tickets and things like that. You got to be careful that you're not taking the money to pay bills and things that you need it for. You have to be real careful trying to figure that out, too.
Absolutely. And incorporated into the bill itself is an appropriation. I do believe it's $500,000 a year, but that's a minor detail. Money has been appropriated, according to the bill, to help with gambling addiction. So that just tells me they even acknowledge before they ever get out of the gate, pun intended, that there will be problems with gambling addiction.
Well, Kim King, as you do every time we get together, you're very insightful, and we appreciate what's going on, and you keeping us on board of what's going on.
Yes. Well, I think people deserve to know what's going on in every session, but especially a budget session. I've only got two constitutionally required assignments or responsibilities, and that's to create a budget every even year, like 2020, and also to reapportion Kentucky's population after every census. Naming bridges and a lot of the other things we do, that's not constitutionally required, but we do have both of those on the horizon. This year will be the national census, and we'll have to fairly and justly divide up those numbers when we get those in from the federal government. And obviously, we're right in the middle of this budget discussion now.
Well, Kim, we look forward to talking to you again tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Well, have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Kim King, state representative. And you got it right here in WHBN Harrisburg, News in Progress.
Officials have not given any word.